Oh, well. It's crazy.
It's crazy to think how technology has advanced in terms of broadcasting online over the past decade. But moving on to this game, ByuL against Super here. ByuL having a really nice record in Pro League, actually. Next to Hero, I'd consider him the ace of the team. He has produced the best results. Well, I reckon Hero and ByuL have been the best performing players in Heart of the Storm for CJ so far. But it is a new expansion. Hero did lose to SOS at IM Taipei, so we'll have to see how things go. As Super, on the other hand, he did qualify for GSL Code S beating Ragnarok, I believe, 3-1 last Friday. So yeah, we'll have to see how ByuL reacts to Super's play.
Yeah, let's see what happens. We're actually going right into this game. ByuL does have a better record against Super, but I would not say Super's a bad player. And we do need to see a little bit more games here from ByuL to decide how he's actually going to do here in Legacy of the Void. The game's still new, the meta's still fresh.
And it looks like everyone here picking ByuL, so it looks like both casters for both games, or all the casters for both games, rather, so far have picked the same results, the same predictions, rather, so.
All right, let's do this. It is going to be on our one-on-one map, Ulrena. I'm Tasteless, with me is GTR, and this is game number 2 in our second match at Pro League 2016. In the bottom left, in the yellow, it is ByuL. And in the only other starting location, in the purple, Super. Who I believe used to go by the name Vampire?
Vampire, and there might have been another name they went by, but maybe I'm confusing him with another player. So, MVP Vampire, now Freaks Super. He was on KT last year, but didn't get to play much. I believe his highlight of his Pro League season was sniping, I believe it was Classic in the telecom wars between KT and SKT. He was on SKT as well, I think, if my memory serves me correctly. But now on Afreeca Freaks, with a small roster, he has more opportunity to play games in Pro League. And he's no slouch. He qualified for Code S, as I mentioned previously. He's a solid player that knows many builds. And on the other hand, ByuL, known for being pretty much the second Su, taking a lot of second places. But he's, on his good day, he can take a game off pretty much anyone in the world.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'm expecting a ByuL win here. I think everybody is. Okay.
Well, all the casters predicted that ByuL is going to take this game.
I think almost everybody out there is expecting a solid victory here from ByuL, but we've already had a ton of upsets here. A ton in the early development of the Legacy of the Void meta. So maybe Super's got a trick up his sleeve. The game has been patched only for 4 or 5 days now. So let's see how Super does adapt.
It's going to be really interesting to see how both players approach this map. It is Ulrena, so you've got that time and time again, we always talk about that expressway where short rush distances, but it's really easy to get to your opponent's base. But it looks like both players so far aren't really opting for aggression. It looks like Super going for that early Nexus and ByuL going for those speed links.
Yeah, let's see how much damage you can do. Protoss, not always safe early on. When these big attacks do come at them, and it's a bit of an issue, man, because you know, when you see these Protosses unable to hold their initial base, it's bad. Now I do see more drones being made, so maybe he's not actually going to opt to be aggressive. Maybe he just wants to try to kill the Adept.
Yeah, it looks like he just wants to use those speed links to surround the Adept that comes out. And ooh, nice move there from who am I talking about? Super there. No, from ByuL rather, sorry. Stopping that pylon from going down to help wall off that expansion from Super.
Oh, this was actually pretty awesome. Okay, so what he did here, he actually sent the links back because he wanted to bait the Adept into ghosting inside ByuL actually super smart. And we're going to see Adepts powering up over here.
So we might see a timing attack here from Super, getting that Adept upgrade, as well as that Warp Gate and Mothership Core. And especially with these close distances, those Adepts are very nimble between the bases.
And he can just use this on that expressway to poke in here. And
See,
this is cool.
3 Overseers, so I think what ByuL's thinking...
I think he might just be trying to drop here, man.
Yeah, it could, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be dropping.
So it might be mass... Yeah, it is a mass lean drop with the Queens as well, so...
Oh,
my God.
like it. I like it. This is cool.
We'll see how much damage this Ling Drop does, actually. His Mothership Core does go to the front base of ByuL, but I think once he sees the fact that ByuL hasn't taken his third base yet, alarm bells should be ringing for Super.
Well, he's also making a bunch of links to actually attack into the front. All right, here we go.
Let's see how much damage these Lings and Queens do.
Are.
And he's also dropping at the front expansion as well, and Super has barely any units. He's only got 2 Adepts and 1 Mothership Core. That's not going to do anything
He's
against
actually going to target down the Nexus. No, wait, he's going to target back down these probes. The links come in, hit these Adepts from behind.
I think Super's done for with this move here from ByuL. Really awesome play here, because he's only got that those few gateways. Robotics Facility is not going to do anything against a Ling Queen army. And as he warps in these Adepts, surprisingly, those Lings didn't get to do as much damage as I thought they would, honestly.
Well, I think the problem really is just that, you know, from here he's on 10 probes.
Yeah, that's not that many probes.
Literally 10 probes, and these Adepts starting to counterattack. Oh, man. This is bad, and I don't even know if Super's actually on top of his army right now for this. The Queen's coming around here again, just looking for a better place to try to attack in at an angle. Baneling nest is being made right now as he may try to just bust the entrance here for the Protoss.
Yeah, Super only down to 10 probes, and even though this move was sort of all in from ByuL, he's done enough damage to the point where he can easily build his third base, as you'll see at the bottom, and know that because Super lost so many probes there, he can't do anything.
Can we just point out, these are Queens being used to harass.
Oh, I love that transfusion there.
Yeah, this is actually so funny. He's just flying around with Queens and dropping them under the Mothership Core in the hopes of doing enough damage to maybe take that out. We've never really seen Queens ever in the history of StarCraft used like this.
Oh, I love this move here from ByuL, using that initial Overlord from that initial attack. And Pylon Overcharge, though, flies that Overlord away. He only loses 1 Ling there, but he still keeps that Overlord so he can use that for future harassment.
Yeah, I think ByuL can actually close this out in the next few minutes. You know what's funny? This isn't even that all-in-ish, because if you knocked Protoss back onto 10 probes, you don't even have to keep making Lings. You could have actually gone ahead and just played a standard game. Oh, Adepts.
These Adepts shade in, scout what's happening. I guess they saw the fact that those Banelings get loaded up rather into those Overlords. And
wait, did he see him actually load? I think he just saw the Overlords over there.
He saw the Overlords and saw the Banelings, and he saw that there weren't that many Banelings. So I assume that he thinks that those Banelings are in the Overlords. But we'll have to see how Super approaches this.
He's going to drop on top of this. Look at this.
Oh, this is a disaster.
Not good for you, Super. Completely getting smashed.
And at this point, I'm not really sure what Super can do right now. Those are a lot of Banelings in those Overlords.
Yeah, and there's just not enough over here to defend. We see this one Adept hanging on for dear life, trying to just stay in this game for as long as possible. The Banelings beginning to connect, and he's now penetrated, coming in here and wiping out the remainder of this army.
Banelings moving forward, trying to get hit on the probes. Remember, Super lost so many probes in that initial attack of ByuL, but oh, nice drop here from ByuL and the main base, taking all these probes, and GG.
That's going to be game number 2. 6 strategies here from ByuL. These Zergs taking out the Protoss scum.
Sick move there from ByuL, morphing those Overlords with that drop, with that speed. And Super scouted what ByuL was doing way too late to prepare appropriately, and as a result, Super took way too much damage, losing way too many probes, and he couldn't climb back from his adverse situation there and lost the game.
By the way, guys, we're really seeing a lot of great ways to exploit Protosses that fast expand, especially with Zerg drops. Initially, it was some Nidus Swarm plays early on in Legacy, but no, not anymore. It's a lot more about these drops.
Yeah, really impressive play there from ByuL, especially on a map like Ulrena where the spawn points are close air distance-wise.
Yep.
So you can use that overlord play to his advantage, and yeah, really cool play there from ByuL, catching Super off guard, and we're even up at 1-1 apiece for both these teams, CJ Ensis and Afreeca Freaks.
Nicely done, Super. Got to be salty after a loss like that. That's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
He also did a good job baiting that initial Adept in there. You notice he hid the Lings up on his ramp, so when the Adept gets in there and sees like, oh, there's no Lings here, okay, he lets that come in, and ByuL had a good understanding of when that the cooldown for the next the Shade move from the Adept would come out, so he got us around, took out that Adept, no problem. And from there, he had a lot more freedom to keep pressure on the Protoss since he was already a little bit behind in the unit count there.
Yeah, really nice lot of moves there. But
we're going to go to a short break. When we come back, we're going to go on to game number 3 here with CJ against the Afreeca Freaks here at Pro League 2016.